Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, dear. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, Keshav is the first one to come. Very good, Keshav. You remember this flowchart we had done, beta? You had drawn also yesterday.
Yes,
Hmm?
ma'am. Yes,
I
ma'am.
think this part is clear.
Yes, ma'am. This part is clear.
Today I've arranged for some notes of the previous part that you people have missed out. In the coming classes, I'll be revising that with you. Otherwise, it becomes difficult for you to relate what we are doing. Like there are some words like hominids, hominoids, which you probably not done. So you'll find it difficult. So today in the next period, I have another class. What we'll do
Okay, ma'am.
is the previous
The
part, which
previous.
you missed out. Yes. Some flowcharts I prepared accordingly so that you can understand the entire thing in an easy way. That is what we'll do. Fine,
Okay,
beta.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Uh, where are
Good
your
morning,
friends
ma'am.
today? Good morning. I was just feeling this only. Where are the girls today? Sleeping? Hmm? These days, though, you don't feel like sleeping for late. The weather has changed. Winters, it's okay. Snehal, where did you go yesterday? You disappeared? Vanished?
Ma'am, I tried to join the meeting, but you didn't let me in. I asked Anushri to tell you to let me in, but it didn't work.
Are
So
actually,
I
according to the instructions now of the school, the meeting gets auto-logged after 5 minutes. But I generally admit children if they send a personal message to me. So next time something happens, send a personal message to me. I was just
okay,
wondering, I
ma'am.
was like, you are such a sincere child. What happened? How come you are missing the class? Where is Anushri today?
Ma'am,
Now hmm,
I don't
who's going
know.
to who's going to send a personal message to Anushri now? Keshav, mark your attendance on the group. Beta,
Okay,
record of
ma'am.
this attendance will be kept. I generally take a screenshot of this only and maintain it as a record. So please mark your attendance on the group. Today, let's start now. Uh, now Keshav will help you. What you missed out yesterday. Keshav, ready?
Okay.
Hmm?
Yes, ma'am.
Keshav, tell her about the ice age, what happened, and what disappeared, what became extinct, whatever part she missed out yesterday. Please help her out. Speak.
Okay, ma'am. Around 2.5 million years ago, with the onset of phase of glaciation. Here, glaciation means the age of ice or ice age, when the large part of Earth were covered with snow. So when the major part of Earth is covered with snow, we there were major changes in a climate and vegetation due to the reduction of temperature as well as rainfall. Grassland area expands at the expense of forest. So this leads the gradual extinction of Australopithecus because they are adapted for forest only. So we need the replacement of the species that were better adapted for the drier conditions.
Hmm. Snehal, he's telling you why Australopithecus became extinct. Okay? This is
Okay.
what your friend is trying to tell you. What did you understand? He said there were certain environmental changes. The temperature really lowered down, and what else became less? The rainfall. Yes, Keshav?
Yes,
Hmm.
ma'am.
So when we talk about vegetation, what disappeared?
The forest.
Grasslands of forest. Yes, forest disappeared. And in
Oh,
place of forest, because the rain is less, the temperature became very low. It's all ice age, no? So we just had grasses. So Australopithecus could not survive. They became extinct because they were adapted to living only in what? Forests.
forest.
Okay. So this is how Australopithecus became extinct and the new species came up which could adapt itself to grasslands. Snail, can we have it from you what you missed yesterday quickly?
Ma'am, around 2.5 million years ago, there was ice age, and due to the extreme climates because of the snow, the forest started reducing, and as well as the temperature and rainfall, due to which grassland areas expanded. So the Australopithecus only could only survive in forests, and due to the reduction of it, their species also started reducing and became extinct. While Homo erectus, who could survive in the grasslands, started uh, adapting and flourishing.
Very good. So Australopithecus has now become extinct, and now we are going to get the Homos. Who is going to come on the earth now? Homo.
Homo.
Okay, let's study about Homo. Homo is a Latin word. Homo comes from which language, Peter?
Latin word.
Latin
And what does it mean?
Man.
man.
So did we not have women at that time? That we are saying Homos came into existence. Did women come into existence, or women were not
Ma'am,
there?
there
Only
were
men were.
women as well, but scientists distinct among the several types.
Yes. So it is just a symbolic representation of man, that is human beings. So they gave this word Homo. Homo comes from which language?
A Latin
Latin.
word means man.
Good. Now, on the basis of their characteristics, different names were given to them. Okay. So we have different, like one is, please be careful now. One of them we are classifying as Homo habilis, the tool maker. Tell me the first kind of Homo scientists identified on the basis of fossils.
Homo habilis.
Homo
the tool-
habilis, the tool maker.
Yes. What does it mean? Can you
Ma'am,
guess?
they does bipedal locomotion, so their hands are free and they make tools.
Yes. So these primitive organisms which could make tools, we call them on the basis of their fossils. The scientists gave them the name as Homo habilis. Then we
Habilis.
had Homo erectus. What does this mean?
The upright man.
The upright
One
Very
who
man.
walked on two legs.
Yes. And the third one is, better keep speaking because it's only interaction that you love to. And I'm sure if you'll keep speaking, here only you learn in the class only. And the third is what we are, Homo sapiens.
Homo
What does that
sapiens.
mean?
The wise or thinking
The
man.
thinking man.
Okay. Now very quickly, what does the word Homo mean and from which language is it derived?
Homo is derived from the
It
Latin
is
word
derived from
meaning man.
Latin word man.
Okay. Can we have the three homos and what do they mean?
The first Homo is Homo
Homo
habilis, the tool maker.
habilis.
Homo
Continue both
erectus,
of you.
the upright man, and Homo sapiens, the wise and thinking man.
Okay, Snehal from you now.
Homo is derived from a Latin word meaning man. The three types of Homo species are Homo habilis, the tool maker, Homo erectus, the upright man, and Homo sapiens, the wise or thinking man.
Good. So these homos came into existence after which species became extinct?
Australopithecus.
Very good. Australopithecus. And we already know the reason that why they became extinct. So
Yes, ma'am.
Australopithecus is gone, homos have come in. See the first one. If you see the fossils of the first one, that is Homo habilis, they have been discovered from which place? Very quickly, name it. Try. Homo in
Homo Ethiopia and at Olduvai Gorge in Tanzania.
Very
Olduvai
good.
Gorge in Tanzania.
So the most primitive ones, the stone ones that we talk about, the tool makers, we have got fossils at two places. Keshav, you tell me now which two places?
Ma'am, the Homo habilis has been discovered as Homo in Ethiopia and at Olduvai Gorge in Tanzania.
Yes, Olduvai Gorge in Tanzania. These are places. Now, this is about where did we find the fossils of Homo habilis. Now, let us talk about the first fossils of the second one, that is Homo erectus. They are found both in Africa and Asia. Okay, Kubifora, remember this word, Kubifora and West Turkana. This is in Kenya. Tell me the second one. Where are the fossils found?
Ma'am, the Homo erectus fossils
Kobe.
were first found in Kubifora and West Turkana.
It's your turn to speak out now.
And they were found in both Africa and Asia. In Africa, they were found in Kenya. They were found in Kobipura and West Turkana.
Very good, Peter. Now, let's move further. We have done this, if you come across this word, Mohenjo-Daro and Sangira and Java. It is not important to learn all of them. The first two were simple ones, you've learned it. So, as the finds in Asia belong to a later date than those in Africa, it is likely that hominids migrated from East Africa to Southern and Northern Africa. So, the primitive fossils are found somewhere in Africa only. So, we believe that the earliest ones, the hominids, they lived in East Africa. Where did they come from? East Africa, beta. And from East Africa, they shifted later to Southern and Northern Africa and to Southern and Northeastern Asia, and then to the entire Europe. But to start with, they were earlier living where? The hominids were in East Africa. Tell me, where are the earliest records show that where did these hominids live?
East Africa.
East Africa.
Yes, East Africa. Then they moved on to other parts of Africa first, Southern Africa, Northern Africa, and later they also moved to Asia, somewhere between 2 and 1.5 million years, okay, ago. This happened when? How many years ago?
2 and 1.5.
2 and 1.5 million years ago.
The first paragraph, I'm sure everybody is clear, the Homo one. Later we'll ask questions. Now the fossils prove that the earliest man or the earliest hominids that we had, they used to live at which place? Tell me which part of Africa?
Homo in Ethiopia and Olduvai Gorge in Tanzania.
Yes. And if we trace back the fossils, then the earliest ones, where were they found? Which part of Africa?
Eastern Africa.
Eastern Africa.
East Africa.
And from Eastern Africa, where did they go?
The
Southern
Southern
and
Africa.
Northern Africa. And Southern and Northeastern Asia.
Yes, very good. To Southern and Northeastern. Okay, now let's do this very quickly. In some instances, the names for fossils are derived from the places where the first fossil of a particular type was found. For example, the fossil which was found at Heidelberg city in Germany were called as Homo heidelbergensis. So what are we trying to do now? We are trying to name the fossils according to the place that they were found. Which city of Germany is being discussed here?
Heidelberg.
Heidelberg.
So we found a fossil there. So what name was given to that fossil?
Homo
Heidelberg Genesis.
Genesis. Homo
And there was
Heidelberg
one
Genesis.
more, very good. There was one more which was found in the Neander Valley. So we called it as Homo neanderthalensis. What is the name given?
Homo
Neanderthalensis.
Yes. So we are naming both the fossils on the basis of the place where they were found. Now one each you tell me. One he will tell me, one you tell me. How, give an example that the earliest fossils were named on the basis of the place where they were found. Tell me quickly. One each.
The first fossils were found in the city of Germany. Heidelbergs were called Homo Heidelberg Genesis.
And while one fossil was found in Neander Valley, which were known as Homo neanderthalensis.
Yes. So we are naming the fossils according to what data, on the basis of what?
The
On
places
the basis
they were found.
of places they were found.
Yes, very good. We are naming them on the basis of where they are found. Okay. Now see this. The earliest fossils from Europe are of from where have they come from? Homo. Tell me. Earliest
Homo.
fossils are from Homo.
Neanderthal Genesis and Homo neanderthal.
And just now you named them.
Ma'am, Homo neanderthalensis.
Yes. And both of them are considered to be archaic species. What are archaic species? Hmm? What do you mean by
Old
archaic
has-
species?
Old species.
Yes, yes, old ones, very old, very primitive. They are very primitive ones. Okay, they are considered to be very, very primitive ones. Now, what are the two? Can I have the names which are considered to be the primitive fossils, archaeofossils? I know the names are a little difficult. You learn them here with me. Old Homo
Ma'am,
Homo
sapiens.
Heidelberg,
Homo
Genesis.
Hmm.
and
The
Homo
first
neanderthalis.
Good, good. The first one, that is Homo heidelbergensis.
Heidelberg,
This
Genesis.
has a wide distribution. You will find it everywhere. It was found everywhere. It was found in Africa. It was also found in Asia. Where all it was found? And Europe also. But the Neanderthals, they were found only in Europe and Asia. They were found only in Europe and Asia. And they disappeared abruptly in Western Europe around 35,000 years ago. What do you mean by abruptly they disappeared?
And with all the species, it takes time for a species to develop and then the species to end. And but for for Neanderthals, it did not take a long period of time, and a very short period of time was required for them to not be able to survive in the current in that time in the climate and the changes of that time.
And they disappeared. All of a sudden, the entire species disappeared. Although they were found in quite some regions, but abruptly they disappeared. All of a sudden, there were no signs of them. So we just now talked about two species, which were named according to the places they were found. And we also talked about where they were found, which areas they were found. Now, one of you tell me about one of you can tell me about Neander, where all they were found. The other one can tell me about the other one. Which areas were they found? Quickly.
Heidelberg genesis were found mainly in Africa, Asia, and Europe.
Yes. Keshav, your turn.
Ma'am,
Yes,
can you
please.
please repeat the question?
I'm asking in which areas they were found. Yes. Asia, Europe, Africa, where? Tell me.
Ma'am, they were found in East Africa and to South and North Africa. To South, to Southern and Northern Eastern Asia.
Yes. And what happened to them? All of a sudden, what happened to them?
Ma'am, they
They
were
disappeared
extinct.
abruptly in Western Europe around 35,000 years ago.
See, they had a wide distribution and all of a sudden they disappeared also. So in general, compared with Australopithecus, the Homos had a large brain, jaws with a reduced outward protrusion, and a smaller teeth. There are three main differences between Australopithecus and the Homos. Tell me very quickly what are the differences?
Large brain, jaws were reduced outwards protrusions, and smaller teeth.
Yes. Keshav, you also tell me.
Ma'am, they have bigger brains, smaller jaws, and smaller teeth.
We are comparing whom?
Ma'am, Homo
Australopithecus and Homo.
Yes, very good, very good. An increase in the brain size is associated with more intelligence and obviously a better memory. Now, please, we are going to see this now. First over here, let me know about this very quickly. With the differences between which two categories?
Australopithecus and Homo pithecus.
Yes. Which one is more advanced?
Ma'am, Homo
Homo
pithecus.
Homo.
How do you know it is more advanced?
Ma'am, because
And
it has
because it has a
large brain,
larger
small
brain,
jaws, and small teeth.
smaller jaw.
So, who were the ancestors? Australopithecus were old or Homos are old?
Australopithecus are old.
Australo.
Yes, Australopithecus were old. So are we moving towards advancement or we are going towards primitive?
Advancement.
Advancement.
Yes, we are going towards advancement. Okay, remember the organisms are becoming better, better to better. Now, question rounds, please. Yes. Before I start with modern human beings, we are done with the old human beings. Now, question I round. Whatever 2, 3 paragraphs we've done, be ready with your questions. One Snail will ask, and one Keshav will ask. Please continue. Start anything from what we've done.
Uh, Name the
The
three
earliest
types
fossil,
of these. Keshav, you first.
Okay.
the earliest fossil of Homo erectus were found in
Homo erectus. In both Africa and Asia, Phora and Turkana, Kenya and Java.
Continue, Snail. It's your turn now.
Name the three types of fossils that were found of Homo erectus.
there are three kind of fossils that are found, that is Homo habilis, that are tool makers, Homo erectus, the upright man, and Homo sapiens, the wise and thinking man.
Yes, ma'am.
Good, nicely answered. Next question from you, Keshav.
The earliest fossil from Europe are
Homo heidelberg genesis and Homo neanderthalis.
Continue.
Yes, ma'am. Uh, what happened to the Homo to both the species found in Europe?
they were disappear.
What happened to them? They disappeared. Now we are going to read about modern human beings. Just read the first 2 paragraphs very quickly. Read.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What did you understand? Bit whatever you understand, share it with me.
Ma'am, what I understood from these two paragraphs was that there are that the first evidence for Homo sapiens had been found in different parts of Africa. Due to due to many evidences being found in different parts of Africa, there were two types of models or theories that are views about the origin of modern day man or present day man. One was the regional continuity model, which said that there were many different origins, different regional origins, while the second one was displacement model, which said that there was only one single origin in Africa for the modern man.
Good. What did you understand, Keshav? Come on. Tell me,
Ma'am, actually
Keshav, what did you
nothing.
want to say? Yes, beta.
Ma'am, I didn't understand nothing.
Okay, once speak a little slowly. Nehan.
What I understood from the two paragraphs was that there were many different evidences about Homo sapiens found in different parts of Africa. The different evidences that were found was from many different places, which led to the arise of two different points of views or theories about the origin of modern day man. The first one was regional continuity theory model, which said that there were multiple regional origins of modern man, while the second one was the displacement model, which said that there was only a single origin in Africa.
Hmm. Yes, Keshav. Can we discuss a little now, beta? If you
Yes,
look at the
ma'am.
chart, you will notice that some of the earliest evidence for Homo sapiens, they have been found in different parts of Africa. Again and again, they're trying to tell you that our ancestors came more or less from where? Which place?
Africa.
Yes.
Different parts of Africa.
Yes. So this question arises that were they all from one place in Africa or they're coming from different places? Okay? Are they coming from one place or different place? The issue of the place of origin, okay, is what? Of modern humans have been much debated. What do you mean by the sentence have been much debated?
मैम उस
Ma'am,
पे
that
ज्यादा
much,
ध्यान दीजिए.
Mama,
Yes.
much talk about this topic, and the origin has been among the archaeologists to decide the exact thing, exact location, and exact place.
And both the views which come up, they are totally divergent, very different. Both the views that we have, they're totally divergent. What does the word divergent mean?
Ma'am, different or two different ways of paths
Yes, beta. One has the
divided.
continuity. Yes, one has the continuity model. Means they say that everybody did not originate from a single place. We had multiple origins. But the others say that we had a single origin, that is Africa. So there are two theories. One says that it is not that all humans originated from Africa only. We had multiple origin. What kind of an origin?
Multiple.
Multiple origins.
But there is another viewpoint which is very diverge, very different. It says no. Everybody had a single origin, and that is we are all coming from Africa only. According to the regional continuity model says that we have different origins. Okay, the archaic Homo sapiens in different regions gradually evolved at different rates into modern humans, and hence the variation in the first appearance of modern humans in different parts of the world. Now they are saying in different areas, the speed with which the Homos change was different. And that is why we assume that these Homo beings, Homo sapiens, they came from different areas. It is not that all of them came from Africa only. They went to different places and they had some evolution over there. They had certain changes in their lifestyle. So we have different opinion, multiple regions. What do they believe in them? Multiple regions. The argument is based on the regional differences in the features of the present day humans. The argument they give, they say, okay, talk about present day humans. Compare the Europeans, the Asians, and the Africans. They're so different from each other. So this is the argument. What they say, all those people who support this view, they say that this dissimilarity due to differences between the pre-existing Homo erectus and Homo heidelbergensis populations. Now they say Africans are so different from Europeans, or Europeans are so different from Asians. The reason is that our ancestors were different. Okay, we had different ancestors. Some of them had Homo erectus, some of them had what? Homo heidelbergensis. So some of them had ancestors as Homo heidelbergensis and the others had it as Homo erectus. So this multiple origin people, they believed in this. What did they believe in? That we did not have all the people coming from same places. We have different people coming from different places. And what evidence they give better? How do they support their theory?
than because of the regional differences in the features of present-day human beings.
Yes. If you see around you, they say that there are so many differences. The Europeans, the Asians, the Africans, they don't resemble each other much. And what is the logic they give behind?
That they had different ancestors.
Okay, now please see this chart. Then let's discuss this. The earliest fossils of modern man. Please see this chart. Ethiopia, South Africa. Let's discuss it. They're also telling you that where did we find them? Okay, Chaliye, one by one you explain. First one, Snail will tell us about Ethiopia. Then Keshav will tell about South Africa. Please start and so on.
The earliest fossils of modern humans were found in Ethiopia, which was known as Homo kibish. Before it was known as Homo kibish. It was found about. It is said to be about 1,95,000 to 1,60,000 years ago.
So it is quite old, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's move to a little new one. Yes, Keshav, next.
The second one is found in South Africa. The border cave, dikelders, and
Hmm.
glaciers
Please.
river mouth. The year is 1,20,000 years to 50,000 years ago.
See, we are coming from old to new. Yes, next one, Snail.
Um, Morocco, which was known as Dar es Sultan, it was about 70,000 to 50,000 years ago.
Keshav, continue, bache.
The next one is from Israel. Ma'am, I can't speak the name, so can you help me please?
Kafes, Kafes,
Hi. I know they're
Kafes,
difficult. You don't have to learn them also. Kwafze Sukhul.
The next one is Israel, Kafse, Sukkot.
Sukhul. No need to learn this. You should just know the countries. That is sufficient. But anyways, keep pronouncing. Next.
1 lakh to 80,000 year ago.
Yes. Next.
Australia, Lake Mungo, 45,000 to 35,000 years ago.
Okay. Next.
The next one is Borneo.
Hmm.
That is known as Ne Cave. That is 40,000 year ago.
Yes. You don't have to learn the places. You don't have to learn the
Ma'am,
years. Just the sequence of countries is enough. First is Ethiopia. Which is next?
South Africa,
Yes. Next.
Morocco,
Yes.
then Israel, then
Yes.
Australia, Borneo, and then France.
Hmm. Just the sequence is enough for you people. That's it. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
No need to learn the years also. Fine, beta. You get a break of 2 minutes to join your next class.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, can we leave the meeting?